Hey there, Prairie Plant Girl here. Well, I still have these bags and pots of potatoes to dump out and harvest. I'm not sure how much will be in these things. It's never my best potato harvest out of the bags and containers, but it still needs to be done. And our forecast is not getting any warmer, I'll tell you that. So I think I need to really buckle down here and get some of these things harvested. So I believe I have crebe and roco potatoes to harvest out here. I was looking through my notes the other day. I think that's what's left out here. Some of them are labeled, some of them are not, but we're just gonna try and get to it and get things harvested. I'm just gonna try and dump them out, sieve them over my wagon here, and then put the potatoes I harvest into the buckets, and hopefully that works out all right. So it's kind of breezy out today, so I'm tried to get myself back in here in the corner of the shed and the fence, and hopefully you'll be able to hear me and the sound quality will be all right. But that's what we're working with today, and I can't wait for perfect conditions, so it's time to get harvesting. So like I said, some of these are labeled. So this one says purple crebe, June 7th, and it looks like I planted 2 tubers in there. Looks like it has some bunny tails grass coming up in it. Bunny tails grass is a decorative grass, and I grow a lot of it in my yard, and it will set seed everywhere, but it's easy to pull up. I don't find it a problem here in my climate. Looks like this bucket had a lot of leaf mulch on the bottom, and then I would guess potting soil filled up the rest of the pot. There's one. There's another one. A couple more. I think that's all of them in there. Oh, one more little tiny guy there. This is not quite the right size for here. All right. Couple more real small guys. They don't matter so much here. Pretty rare for potatoes to come back and regrow here. I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And we're now a month past our average first frost date. We've had a beautiful fall with very little frost and cold weather. But the cold is coming. There's actually snow coming up in the forecast in the next few days here. So I like to leave my potatoes for a while in the containers in the ground when I can. They just store better than trying to find somewhere cool enough to keep them. Well, this bucket didn't have much in it by the looks of things. What did it say was in it? Yeah, same thing. June 7th, 2 potatoes. Well, I think I barely got 2 potatoes back out of it, so that one did not do well. This is also crebe. Oh, there's some laying right on top. There was like just some leaves on top of this bucket. I don't remember if I put them there or as mulch or if they just have blown in the fall here, but a few rocks. And this one said it had 4 potatoes in it. planted June 7th as well. It's October 20th, I think today, 21st, something like that. Well, I've got out what I put in. A couple more. I love crebe potatoes. They're kind of a purpley skin and they have a really white flesh. They're really kind of creamy, waxy potato. And that's the type of potato I prefer. Not sure I put the sieve here because I'm really not taking advantage of it with this big pot, but I'm harvested one way or another here. Looks like that's all there was. Oh, there's another one. Okay, one more bucket of the crebe, and then I think the rest are all roco. This one looks like I might have a potato re-sprouting in here, which doesn't often happen. I don't know if you can see that there. It's not a good thing. Oh yeah, there's a few. Well, that's not normally, it doesn't normally happen to me, but looks like I got caught leaving them too long this time. This one, I don't have the date or how many were in here. I guess it was similar to that other large pot. Where's that other sprouty guy? I can't find it there. Oh, do you know what this is? There's a ranunculus in here. So it must have, maybe I thought there was a pot that the ranunculus wasn't going to grow in and I just dumped the soil into this bucket. But that's totally ranunculus corm there. I'll have to put that with the rest that I just put away for winter. Wonder where the other thing went, if that was a ranunculus as well. Yeah, that was also ranunculus. Oh, I guess the potatoes weren't sprouting. I did think that was odd. Okay, there's a potato laying here. Another potato. Another potato. More at the bottom. Saw some here. A couple little guys. That's the empty skin off the seed potato. They're well used up. Oh, there's a little potato there. Where'd it go? Oh, it's no good anyways. It's all used up. Not sure there's any in the bottom here. I'll dump it out and have a look. Oh, there's one. This should all mostly just be kind of the leaves I put at the bottom to try and hold some moisture and slow the water from running out of the pots. I think that's all that is there. Okay, I'm gonna go dump this into one of my garden beds, just to top up one of my raised beds here somewhere, get rid of the soil. We'll have a look at what I got out of those crebe potatoes, and then we'll do the roco. I'm sure that's what the rest of them are. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's been a blue jay hanging out in my yard lately. I keep trying to get you a little video of it, but it's a little camera shy, I guess, but just came through here when I was dumping that soil out. Here's my potato haul. So it looks like I planted 8, 10, 12 potatoes, so I'm thinking I didn't get much more than I put in back out. Let's see, a little bigger maybe than what I put in, but that's 5. There's 10. That's 12, 15. 20. And then these little guys, maybe 25 decent potatoes and another half dozen real tiny guys. I'll still eat them, we'll still cook them, but not much of a return there. So let's see if these other bags did any better. Oh, I have one. Oh, look, I have one more crebe here. I missed this one. Let's do that. So this one says June 7th and 2 potatoes, and I can see 2 right there already. Ooh. Another one. Another smaller one. Was that 5? Oh, there's another nice one. So I about tripled what I put into that one. Now, I think the rest of these are roco. I don't have them labeled, so we'll see what they look like when they come out. I would guess that I put 2 to 3 in each of these bags. Like I said, they're not labeled, so. These bags I just made out of landscape fabric a few years ago. I do have a video on how to make your own grow bags if that's something you're interested in. I'll put a link for you down in the description. One day I'm gonna have to get serious about these potatoes in containers and actually remember to water them and fertilize them and give them a good start. Three potatoes. I think that's a nut. Some garbage. Not sure what that is. There. This one looks like it was filled mostly with my own compost. Oh, I wasn't done dumping that. Well, that makes me feel better. There is more potatoes in there. I thought I only got 3. Got at least 4 because I saw one in here somewhere. There's one. There's another one. So 2. Yeah, I think this was filled with some really rough compost that wasn't completely broken down, but I bag it and let it sit over the winter, and I'll use it for things like potatoes. Pretty sure there's no more in there. Oh, I see a potato. Couple there. So these are roco. They should be anyway. And they are red-skinned, white flesh. They're a little bit of a drier potato, but they're supposed to store really, really well. And I honestly can't remember if I've grown them before. Is there just 2 in here? 3. 4 or 5. Isn't that what I got out of the last bucket? That's 5, I think. Six, 7. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but you can really tell we're near the highway, and once the leaves start to fall off the trees along the edge of the highway, that traffic noise really carries in. These other 2 bags. This one I can see has holes in it, so was that damage from the mouse that was in my shed over the winter, or were the voles that were in my garden this summer trying to get into here? These bags were on top of my shelving, so I'm going to guess that those holes were pre-existing when I planted this summer or this spring, and it's from the mouse that was in the shed in the winter. First time I've ever had mice in the shed that I know of. So this bag had one of these trays in the bottom to try and hold a little more moisture. It's something I've been experimenting with. 2 smallish potatoes. 3. I find the potatoes in my containers tend to be smaller. I assume that's because of container size for some reason. You know, when I plant them in the ground, I get much larger potatoes out of the same varieties. 4. Oh, here's a couple. 5, 6. Oh, 7. 8. This might be the best one yet. Got rid of these. What am I at? 9? When I say rough compost, I mean rough compost. That's okay. think that was the best return so far. Last one. This one feels like it has one of those plastic trays in it as well. And I see potatoes. Does it have a plastic tray? Oh no, it doesn't. I thought it did. All right, that's just... I did see potatoes when I dumped the bag, so there's some in here somewhere. I'm sure I saw them. Oh, there they are. Be down to just big chunks of stuff now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come here, you. 9, 10, 11, 12. That was my best bag. Saved the best for last. 12. Some are smaller, but, well, they're all smaller, but not bad. This is all just gunk. Okay. Well, I meant to put these in separate buckets, but I didn't, so they're all mixed together. I obviously didn't need 2 big buckets for the return I got here, but separate them out so we can have a look at what we wound up with. There's the final potato harvest of 2023. Not very impressive looking, is it? If you want to see how my potato harvest went for my in-ground potatoes, trust me, it's much better. I'll leave a link to a video for you so you can check that out. And I'm going to take these in. Both these potatoes do store well, but I'm not sure I'm going to have to worry about storing these too long. Luckily, I have lots more potatoes I've already harvested in the house, in storage. So we'll be good to go. When you harvest potatoes, when you harvest them late in the year like this, they've actually hardened off quite well. See how I can't wipe the skin off? Same with these crebes. I can push pretty hard with my rubbery glove hands there, and they don't wipe off. But if your potatoes haven't hardened off yet and your skin is easily damaged, then you need to put them in a cool area out of direct sunlight. Usually in a single layer is good. Just you can throw a sheet over them or something if you need to, just keep them out of light so they don't turn green. And they should harden off in a couple days to a week, and then they'll store much better for you once the skin isn't easily damaged and they don't bruise as well. These potatoes are nice and clean. No scab at all, which is one of the benefits to growing them in buckets. And so that's part of why I do it. I might even just put a few of these aside. I don't normally do that, but these are really nice potatoes. So I might just grab a couple, like kind of golf ball sized potatoes and put them to the side in the refrigerator or somewhere to use for seed potato next year, because they are nice looking potatoes. So I think I'm gonna harvest some of the spinach and lettuce that I have out here. Get that inside because it's supposed to be 0 again tonight, and I've cleaned up all my frost blankets for the year. Don't feel like digging them out again, and we can always eat spinach and lettuce. So we'll get this last bit out of here, and that'll be my harvest for today.